audio person. Bad audio person with low quality sound. Doesn't even check her sound before she starts. Oh, Hollywood. Hollywood, please come help me. Actually, no. Shit, where's my other device? Oh, there it is. I know that was a joke. Some things you just don't joke about. Speaking about some things you don't joke about, because, helicopters are touchy subjects for people. But for me, I have an ingrained love of helicopters. They are the ultimate safety for me, although for some people they can represent the yucky stuff. For me, they represent the protector. Yes, I know helicopters have been used for yucky stuff as well, but ingrained in me is to see the helicopter as the dragonfly that can go and get people and help others. That's my perception of a helicopter. And I forgot to mention it, but that Way had said in a live stream, near the end of a live stream, I believe it was 2 days ago, that a Chinook went over his house, went near him as I was doing the live stream, and I thanked him for saying that, told him what a synchronicity it was for me. It's actually a signal that on the West Coast, what I need to know. And not even 2 hours later, not even an hour later, I think I have a hair in my eye, by the way, so if I'm picking up my eye, that's kind of gross. I'll do it off screen. Not even an hour later, actually, I was playing with Lily Rose. We were doing something, and I could hear a helicopter from far, and I was trying to ignore it, and it just got louder and louder, and it just, inside me, what a helicopter does to me, the joy it brings me, that sound is, it's ingrained in me. And so I says to Lily Rose, I said, I know we just started. I'll be right back. I said, I have to go outside. I can't not go see the helicopter. And it's so close, like I can feel it in the floor. And yeah, it went right over my house, which is, I'm not a flight path. I know this from having lived here. I know this from knowing this. It was a Chinook. It was low. We're not in filming times, like I mentioned before. We do have helicopters that do dailies for movies here often. That was not one of them. And yeah, I know that Tom has the helicopter thing and over his house. I know how he feels about it. Our perceptions are different. But yeah, I don't even know why I'm putting it out there, to what point that it's really because when that Way said that it went over where he was, and for me, the signal on the West Coast, and then, did you just see the orb? Or dust? It's probably just dust, eh? I'm a dusty girl. Yeah, and I thought, whoa, the signal on the West Coast, and then boom, over my house, right over. The feeling in me of serenity is so... I'm still able to be thrown out of my serenity thing. I'm mind blown. I'm soul blown. Can I be soul blown wide open sometimes of just humans? Ignorance. Which ignorance is lack of knowledge. It is not a mean word with a mean connotation, but the lacking of knowledge of people, and just... like, I know how I speak, right? Half of it's all on purpose. I am who I am. I know I've floored people before on my channel who watched me for a long time and didn't even realize I knew certain information, because I don't speak of it. And I don't speak in the ways of, like, I'm not here to educate. I'm not a knowledge gatherer or bringer or person. I'm not. I'm not going to fake that, but I know it. I know it. And I was just floored today by I look like this little dipshit, and half of it is the package is we're souls living a human experience. So this is all like the packaging. So is how I speak. But it just, like, I swear, I've had bagpipes in my head in a way that of just respect and the knowing of what I knew, that just people think they get it, but they don't. They don't. They think they saw the big picture, but they don't. They didn't. I know, eh? And that heartens me. It throws me off my turnip truck, but it just makes me realize, just to what point. Anyways, I've actually got people, and I'm rambling on. I haven't said hello. Hello, people. Hello, all the beautiful people. Hi, Bridget. How's your day going? Karen. Hey, what's up, girly? Girly's doing good. I'm good. How are you? Bridget, I seem to have a very early memory of riding in a small helicopter. It was fun. I've been up twice. My first time was through knowing people that were working, and I and a family, so a mother, grandmother, and children, we had the opportunity to go up in a helicopter, and I came down, and this was back in, it was 92 or 91. I had just left college saying, like, yeah, no. And I got out of the helicopter, and Monday morning I was checking the flight school here, what needed to happen for me to be a helicopter pilot. And yeah, I cried for a long time of the fact that I wasn't smart enough to be one, and that I wouldn't be accepted, and that I couldn't even if I wanted to. And those same tears I cried in a different way last year when I saw a flat earth video. Like, I had seen a lot by then. A lot. Not a lot compared to other people, but a lot for me. And, I knew already what my truth was that resonated and everything, but hearing someone in the credible way that he spoke, it's in my playlist. I can't remember his name. He was an older gentleman, and he kept repeating in his video, I'm sharing this with you because I don't want you to be 58 years old and, having to research this all your life, like, basically like I did, and then realizing at 58. So if that triggers a bell for anyone, it was Melissa, Thoughts and Perceptions Out Loud, through her channel that I found him. I don't mean to not put out the source, because he was just that epic. And when he spoke like flat earth and pilots, and I cried like a baby. It was just like that saved my life thing, the knowing of why I was not allowed to do that in my life before. So yeah, and Lily Rose and I, we went on a helicopter, a cheesy touristy, pay $50 each for not even a full 10 minutes. And I wasn't going to do it. I went to see the dude who was in charge, and we talked a lot, and then I said, do you go over Calendar Bay in the 10 minutes? And he said, no, and we can't change the flight plan, but we point out Calendar Bay. And I was like, fuck, I'm not paying $100 for me and Lily Rose to go in a helicopter for 10 minutes. You know, we'll just sit and watch. And then the first helicopter came in. As soon as the thump, 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 and I went to see him, I was like, I don't care how long it takes. Yeah, here, we're in. If I hadn't heard the sound and had left, I might have been okay just seeing it, but the sound, and it was right in front of me, I was done, like dinner, and $100 was well worth it for the feeling. Seeing Lily Rose in the helicopter, her face, she was 5 or 6, I think she was 6, but I can't, anyways, 5 or 6, I can't remember. Excuse me. Oh man, epic. Best $100 spent for and it's that knowing thing of what Lily Rose's things are inside of what she will do. Like the way when she was 2 and we went to the Temagami Fire Tower and she looked up and she just started walking up. I put the timer on the phone and I was like, how fast can a 2-year-old get up the tower? And she got up the Temagami Fire Tower in under 5 minutes. And I was like, fuck, I never done it that fast. I never timed myself. I usually walked up the tower enjoying the walk no matter what, because the view changes as you elevate, and so does the wind. But she was on it like white on rice. Just like when we camped this summer and, you know, thunder and lightning, there was nowhere else for us to go. We're in like by the ocean in New Brunswick, and that's it. And I was like, are you scared? And she's like, no, but the sound is bugging me of the rain on the tent, Mom. It's like, I can't turn it off. You have to turn it into music in your head. Saturnian Sun, hey dude, how you doing? Ignorance. KK says, but we should always speak our truth and not hide. We can activate others. Indeed, but there's ways of speaking your truth that can actually be beneficial instead of people feeling bombarded by anything. Saturnian Sun says, good souls, what is good? Bridget, I think you made yourself a pretty and interesting package. It's pretty interesting to live in this package, I tell ya. Whew. Yeah. Oh, man. I remember 2 years ago looking someone in the eye and said, you've been watching Shameless, haven't you? And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. I heard about that show. I watched 20 minutes of it. You've been watching too much of that show, baby. I ain't that girl. And I just turned around and walked away. Yeah, dipping into what society watches and then realizing how they interact. Sometimes you just gotta know where people are at in the reality shows. Just a few minutes of it, of a clip, to understand why people act, speak, and think a certain way in this third dimensional reality. And I remember the person who referred me to Shameless, I was like, dude, why did you think I would watch that? And he was like, I don't know, I think it's funny, ha ha ha. And I was like, dude, no. I was like, good for you, but no. But it gave me a reference point to why people are like they are. Fucking, woo! I ain't on that train, people. No. I march to my own drum. Deliana's auguries. I think I said it right. Good morning. How are you? Saturnian Sun, it's late here in Florida. It is. Excuse me. Ooh, 13:31. 60% battery. 9 peeps it says for me in the chat. That'd be 369. Whew. And the 13:31. I like that, eh? Hey, Agony and Gethsemane, how are you doing today? KK, I have been feeling a male energy with me. Yes, me as well. I actually am in like apparition thing where it's like you need to like either be a little more visible or a little less. You're freaking me out, buddy. Not joking. Yep. Spread the love for sure, Saturnian son. Spread that shit everywhere. It's better than butter. KK says, it feels protective. Sweetie, I'm so protected. I am so watched. I am so surrounded. I don't even walk around naked by myself. I wish that was a joke. It's not. Like, fuck, I have to push stuff out of my face sometimes. That is not a... Like, you know, I say that and I'm like scratching at my legs and it's like, yep, love you. Thanks for like engulfing me in protection. Saturnian sun protection always. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bridget says, I always wanted to be a ballerina. Me too. I pretend a lot and I really want the shoes someday. I probably won't be able to wear them without duct tape because I can't even wear normal shoes. I have a pair of like the perfect little like 50s sock hop shoes, whatever you call them, little kids. And I can't even put them on because it's like they structure my feet. I've been wearing my mucklucks all winter without socks. And then I switched to moccasins. And so the compactedness of a real shoe, I have my cowboy boots in the other room and I keep looking at them and being like, hey dudes, you're really good looking. I can't put you on my feet. You hurt me. But they are rockin' cowboy boots. Hey DKs. Ferris wheels are also a rush. Yeah. In Niagara Falls, they have one of those Skyview wheels. The first time I went on that, I was by myself in it, in my whole booth to myself, because I looked at the dude, I was like, I'm here, like, traveling alone, and I want to be alone in my booth. If I have to share, I'm not going on. He's like, no, you can have your own. I was like, yeah. So I was, like, looking at the falls and looking at Niagara Falls, like, all, you know, and all of this view, right? And then all of a sudden, I realized, holy shit, I can turn around and see the other side. And I was laughing so much in my little, like, you know, Skywheel booth by myself. Like, I was the shits. And realizing that I was looking through everything I could see and just so amazed by it because we were so up and, you know, elevation. And I had forgot I could see the back, too. So I started doing, you know, looking everywhere. I do that, I get so mesmerized by a moment that I forget. When I moved here, I was so mesmerized by moving into where one of my vision dreams were leading me to, that I didn't realize there was certain things around me. Like, it happened incrementally, day by day and week by week, and sometimes year by year. I gotta say, things pop up and it's like, whoa, that's always been there, but I didn't see that. Saturnian sun, this child of hers will do great things. Yes, we need something to give, though. It takes a village to raise a child, and as awesome as I might look on here, and as high energy and high vibe and amazing as I am, one mama bear to one cub that has so much is not good. No man is an island, and no mama bear. Something's got to give in our reality to bring us closer to things, because we've played out our void in the way that it has been right now. Yeah. Saturnian sun numbers. Yeah, today. The numbers of today, like, I'm not even going into anything more than just the numbers of it, and it encompasses the other stuff. I just can't even. Like, Scott Murphy, love you all. Unfortunately, can't stay today because I left work early and I'm with my friends. Awesome. Have fun with real live people. Enjoy. Sorry, I'm like clearing like such big time. It's crazy. I hope you're all having a blessed day. Thank you, Scott Murphy, for popping in, putting in some energy for sure. Have a super time with like real people. Enjoy. Hey, love light shining. The full moon approaches. Oh, the gates are wide open. Wide open. Deliana Zagaris. Good, how are you? LOL. Obama will be speaking live in 3 hours, addressing the violence. In case anyone is interested, you can go to obama.org. Much love to all. And says, have a beautiful, blessed day, Scott. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's out there if anybody wants it. Right on. Saturnian Sun. She reversed the finger motion counterclockwise. Is she me? Am I she? Did I do that? Did I do that? Why would I do that? She's good at being modest. Wow, who's she? I like her. I like her. Who's she? I love her. I love her. And where she goes, I'll follow. I'll follow. She'll always be my true love. My true love. Yeah. Get the main. Says you. Peekaboo. Bridget, you are all my real people. Yes, Bridget, I feel the same way. KK says, I couldn't sleep at night because I was as excited as fuck for some reason. Yes, this morning I was thinking, whoa, I wish I could speak like, and I'm saying this in I wish I spoke like drug talk, like to understand like how I could, what actually this I feel could equate to. Whoa, motherfuckers! All I can say is y'all be wanting some of this. Oh. That would be you shaking her head. She, me? Shaking all over. Yes. I actually wondered, I was like, should I go on? I'm like like a fucking, I'm in the toaster right now. Like, just, I shit you not. It's like as if I was in the socket. I put the fork in the socket. And it just doesn't stop. Oh, man. I often compare it to like a true 80s acid trip, like just that kind of feeling of, but it's past that. I have no words. Go look to the eloquent people for like true energy updates of what this feel like. All I've got is like emojis of like poof, bam, boom. Like in Batman, was it Batman back in the day? Like the real Batman. Like even before Michael Keaton Batman, like TV Batman, where like in the fighting, like psh, 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 that should be coming out at you, like, oh. crazy. KK says, oh boy, how are you all experiencing time? For me, it goes incrementally faster and faster. You think? Oh man. It's almost Thursday and it's like, I haven't even gotten through the hump yet. Deja vu is right on par with for me, what I believe deja vu is I'm in my right path. So it doesn't matter if I'm like deja vuing and it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? Because it's like, if I'm deja vuing, it's like, oh, okay. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here right now yet, maybe. But I'm meant to be here. And, I started to have that feeling earlier of just like, what the fuck? I fell out my turnip truck again. Like, just so naive. I just can't believe this. And I walked outside and like, poof, there's a dove. And I'm like, hi. But I said the hi, like for real. And then scared it up. Realized there was 2 doves. I'm like, oh, dudes. And thought they were going to fly away, but no, they went to perch and then like fucking sing to me. And yeah, I'm going to take it. Sing to me, because I'm the only one aware of them. So why isn't it for me? And proceeded to like soothe my mama coming out and made me like all like purring. Because bears purr, right? I'm sure bears purr. Maybe they don't call it purring. Love light shining. Its ascension keeps a lot of light workers awake the night before and the one after super activations. My poor little light worker. We were laying in bed last night. And at one point I can feel her eyes are wide open and she's like, do you think we should just get up? And I was like, no, let's do that thing where we try another 15 minutes and really breathe this time. And it seemed to have worked. Agony gets the shaking all over. Yeah. It's from the internal to the external, so I don't know, should I do a live action thing where I just kind of like show you what it feels like or looks like to fucking the openings, right? And when you flow with them and just like, whoa, happiness, why not? And through the happiness, it's like, oh my gosh, all this clarity and all this chaos and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, don't fear the world, it isn't there. You guys know that song, Iris, Hold Me Close by U2? Don't fear the world, it isn't there. That one line in that song anchored me here, that's for sure. KK, I'm feeling so connected to everything around me. Good. Love light shining. Be kind to yourself. Oh, I'm kind to myself. I'm kind to myself. I am so kind to myself. Oh boy. Agony, don't get me going. Madonna? The other day, have you guys ever heard Joan of Arc by Madonna? That one's, so the other day I was feeling very Joan of Arc-y. And now I'm all like, True Blue. I'm waiting for like a prayer to kick in. When you call my name, it feels like home. Say my name, say my name. She's gonna blow, boys and girls. Oh, hey, angelfish. Blam, bam, smack. Yeah. You get it. Oh, sweetie. Love light shining. If you were an indigo child, you'd be seeing psych for unneeded meds. Baby, I am an indigo child, and I managed to pass under the radar and avoid all that. And I'm blessed. Had I been born in this time frame, I would not be the person that I am today for all the medication that they would have put in me in the 90s. I'm blessed to have chosen my timeline. I came in my timeline in 72 and was in the school system when they were saying to me that I was a lucky girl, that they had abolished the strap. And I came out of the system when they were starting to Ritalin away youth. So I thank my soul for the timeline I chose. And throughout all that, weaving in and out of not having all that. Saturnian Sun, time seems to be moving faster for those who are growing. Angelfish, my hump day has a mean vertical climb for us. What does that mean? Going to the mountains? Okay, love light shining. What about rainbow children and crystal children? Love light shining. Continuous Mandela moments lately. Indeed. Agony and Gethsemane. Pinball wizard. What is the... That's not my jam. I don't have to fight to be forgiven. I don't have to sit... What is that line? What is the song? It's not in Pinball Wizard. Is it in Teenage Wasteland? Anyways. That's a bumper sticker you can stick on your head and words to live by. And I can't remember. Is it Teenage Wasteland? I don't have to fight to be forgiven. Is that the line? How could I forget one of my most, like... I can use a smart device as a bad speller. Love light shining. They are born with a 5D matrix and are definitely on a higher level. Yes. They still go through their stuff. It's a rude awakening for a mama bear indigo to see the crystal children and what they're going through firsthand, because I have 1.5 Samuel's an indigo. Yeah, the crystal children did not get spared the way I thought they would, right? They had their, they have their things. And, how do you change fucking ecstasy vibe to, to, the reality? The children are suffering. Anchor the light. The children are suffering. It doesn't matter if they were born on a higher level. They are suffering. So instead of looking at them through third dimensional eyes and all the shit that they're doing wrong, let's focus on the fact that, yeah, they came in stronger, but, they got dumbed down by what their parents' paths chose for them, right? Not many in grade 9 signed the vaccine forms that I did. And let me tell you that what a grade 9 class looks like, their energy right now, in 2018, the last one that I saw, 2019, changes everything about their crystalline structure. Are they stronger than that? Yes, but they need to be loved gently and woken, because their inner children are as damaged as what their parents put into them as much. And I speak for myself because I did as much with my daughter. So I'm not judging others. I had a crystalline child that, you know, I'm seeing the effects of everything, no matter what my choices were. She still had her choices, her soul choices. So it doesn't matter that she was raised knowing of many things. She still chose not to look at it. We spoke flat earth the other day, and I have exactly a half an hour of her time span that she will allot me to throw her the best video for flat earth. She has promised she would pay attention for a half an hour. Thinks I'm a fucking nut bar, that I've just elevated my nut bar stature. When she looked at me, she's like, finally, when I had accepted everything that I thought was not normal about you, you're going to tell me about flat earth now, Mom. And because we've changed our dynamic of our relationship in the last year and a half is the only reason she didn't walk out of the car or is still speaking to me. But I have a half an hour. So when that perfect video comes into, into my, because I told her, I was like, I'm not taking a half an hour of my time. By the time I'm done 5 minutes, like, I'm not a knowledge bringer. I'm not bringing this to you. I'm just telling you what I believe, right? But Love Light Shining. Any child born after 2013 contain the 5D inside already. I beg to differ with your numbers, but that's not my field of expertise either. But because as well, boots on the ground, mama bear of having children and being with. I'm not in the school system, not of it, but because I'm still in society of seeing people, I'm well aware of the energies and auras of children. You know what I mean? Angel fish, I just Googled it. Bears do purr. We know. That's how you know a real bear. Duh. Love Light Shining. Get ready because the golden children are being conceived right now during the dark lockdown and ever after. Whee! Yes, they are. Babies, babies, babies. The golden children. Indeed. Anyone who's considering or knows anyone should be aware of the characteristics of the golden children. I would not put that in black and white. Believe it as a Bible. Because really the connection that you form with your child has nothing to do with everything that everyone's ever written. The connection that you have with your child is already started, even if you don't know it yet, if you are to have a child. So if you're dreaming of babies, depending on in what context, it is really time to start to listen, because let's say you're in your timeline of your life right now and you're not, yes, you're doing the work. Yes, you're doing a bunch of stuff, but you're in resistance to things and you're wondering, why is everything fucking up in my reality? Why am I being pushed out of this? What, these friends have changed. This has changed. And you're being guided to unite and to merge with the person that is, there's a child already that you're dreaming of, and probably on both ends. So masculine and a feminine who maybe don't even know each other yet are dreaming of a child, and this child is trying to connect these two people. And there's an but there's a surplus of twins, because children are not going to want to be born right now, and it's their cousin or their brother in 2 years that's their twin counterpart, because it's not about a sexual thing, right? It's about the unity of the two coming out and being there at the same time. follow the children, for they shall lead the way, is, you know, the greatest prophecy of all time, because these children are born with the knowledge. The energy that these children bring forth to their parents is the final healing that the parents needed if they, you know, were not quite there. Because the fact is that if, and it is, you know, babies being conceived during lockdown, full healing and integration, you know, is not always there. So this is the time where, when you know your body as well, you're working in tandem as the woman and the masculine with the baby for the energy. So therefore the father has the full connection with the child, something that's not, you know, common, or even the men who already had children in this lifetime probably never lived the bond as close. Kudos to those who did, because, you know, men have been emasculated since the beginning of time, of like, oh, don't touch me, I'm tired, like, it's my body. And then, oh, rub me, I want attention now, when you're busy. You know, like, now I need you, you're busy, so could you give me attention? But when the masculine, you know, wants and has the energy, you know, or, oh no, like, you can't change a diaper, you don't know how. So the emasculation thing is real, and has been since for so long, that this is a new connection that's being learned individually on a one-on-one, in a trinity, what I was speaking of yesterday, right? The two people, and the third entity is the baby. That's the baby that y'all are dreaming about, and that's trying to get you guys to, like, wake the fuck up. Not happy here anyway, not happy here anyways. Yes, you're both happy here in your ways because you found your inner alignment, but there's that missing thing. I'm trying to guide you to it, Mama. I'm trying to guide it to it, Daddy. The golden children are strong. They're not going to give up. So you're fucked. Does that make any sense at all? Love, light shining. They will completely change the world. We will. Don't put children on a pedestal that it's they. It is us. Snow Noob YouTube. What is this channel about? Unity. Kindness. Triggering. If you've got something that pisses you off, I will most likely trigger it at some point. Angelfish. I saw fire fairies last night. Everyone else said it was just flames from the bonfire. It was so clear the fire fairies were having a sing and dance in the portal I opened. I believe you. Saturnian Sun, yeah. I knew a homeless guy and watched him feed a bear. Heard him purr like a kitten. It was weird. Ooh, Agony and Gethsemane. Yesterday, very climatic. Today, anticipation? You reading the overall energies or just mine? Love, light shining. I saw a starship last night fly right across the sky for 10 miles and then completely cloak. Love, that's, yeah. Yeah. Or when it, go cloak. Go cloak. Go cloak. Yeah. Thank you for commenting that. KK. We are changing the world right now. Yeah. Creating ripples of magic with us gathering here. I want to say creating nipples of magic with us here. What was Tom's line the other day? Man, it was something, it was too good. I repeated it and I laughed and I remembered it. I don't know. I can't remember. Yes, I understood. It's Saturnian Sun that the bear purred, not the homeless guy. Unless it was weird because the homeless guy was purring and not the bear. Snow Noob YouTube, what's going on? I'm not quite sure what's going on, actually, to be honest. Buckle up, Buttercup. I never know. Hey, Johnny Apple Shreds. Hey, Genevieve and fam. Beautiful day today. Yeah. How you doing, dude? Love Light Shining. I could have filmed it, no problem, but why? I guess. I still try sometimes. My camera doesn't capture. That's not meant to be my role, honestly. I believe that the people who it's meant to be their role, their cameras capture it. That's it, right? It's just meant for me. But you say there's no point. If you can get the image, I believe there is. You know, I get that way about there's no point in me coming in to do a live stream. There's no point in me doing to make a video. When I make that one video, that's the one that someone needed the most. So yeah, there's always, even just for yourself, to have that feeling of it when you don't have one night and feeling creepy and just want that feeling again, right? KK, I came in 1999. You're undefinable to me, KK. You're a merge of everything, but you have an ilk that's different inside you that I do not know. Well, I don't know how to describe that better than that, KK, and it's a good thing. That je ne sais quoi of more than words. I don't know. Saturnian Sun, 1970 here. Love Light Shining, let those children soar. Yeah, my son was born at 5/18/2014, golden child. Yeah. KK, my belly button is itching. Is it ascension symptoms? Of course. Everything's an ascension symptom. This says, Karen, don't pick at it. DK says, Angelfish, my daughter was born 5/18/06, stormborn. I was stormborn too. Cold, and there was a quarantine at the hospital when I was born. SS, love me a good storm. Me too. Angelfish says, I have researched and then I cannot figure out what color child I am. Agony and Gethsemane, Wind Cries Mary. Yeah, I've been thinking of that song for a while now. Marie is my third name. Spelled in French, not English. Angelfish says, DK, those 5/18 babies are one of a kind for sure. Saturnian Sun says, black every color. Love Light Shining. I love the name Samuel. Me too. My son is Samuel Damon. DK, haha, my other child is Samuel. Right on. Assess says Samuel is not just a name. Samuel. My first name is Michelle. There's a reason I use Genevieve instead of Michelle for my YouTube name. Love Light Shining says, anchor the light. Yes, anchor the light. Angelfish, I agree, Karen. We come to the conclusion we are the disruptive, helpful kid in class. Story of my life. light shining. They need to feel secure and feel safe to soar. We're working on providing... Ah! See the timing of that? The kids need to feel secure and safe to soar, right? And she comes in and scares the poop out of me. This is my life. Good one. Nice timing. You couldn't have done that better if you'd planned it, baby. Love you. She's like the ding to my dog, I swear. Hang on, be careful of my...
I probably have 5 more seconds, so don't listen to that.
Karen, are you talking about Amy or Lily? Amy is a crystal child. Samuel is an indigo. Sorry about that. What the fuck? Samuel is an indigo. Saturnian sun. Disagree about flat earth, but respect the independent thought. Yeah, exactly. I'll still love the globe. I still... The matriarch roundness of the globe is still beautiful to me. I was disrupted. Johnny Appleshred Johnson's. All I know is that nothing and everything is certain and love is always there. Yeah, love is here. Whee! I love when you write that out, SS. Oh man, Angelfish. I've had to cross the Great Divide and Final Countdown playing non-stop for 2 days straight. Dude. Across the Great Divide, is that the Tom Petty song? 'Cause yeah. Into the Great Wide Open, is that the one? And the Final Countdown? Fuck, I know. I swear I'm gonna be all of a sudden like dressed like that Europe video dudes and like have like weird ass leather clothes on me. I'm hearing the Final Countdown so much. And I swear the bagpipes, like my tummy did like a drum roll with that. The bagpipes. That's what I hear. KK, I don't know if I'm going to have a child. I don't want to with just anyone. Sweetie, you're looking at anything through a third dimensional level of, will I ever be married, or could I ever find a man, or is there anyone worth it? That's not the perspective you need to look at. This is the 5th dimensional of, there is a connection that is meant to be for you. A frequency. So don't lolly into like thinking that, you know, follow your heart calls to what it is you're supposed to be doing versus thinking of what it is you know. Don't think, just act, and you will be guided in the direction of it. And sometimes just acting is not doing anything. It is just being serene within. It is with just having the inner knowing that it's about you being happy in yourself. But you can't manifest anything that's meant to be if you're not feeling the frequency of, like right now with this eclipse and this portal coming out, I am like fucking Cher in Moonstruck. If you like the fucking hair, was that like a premonition that in the movie? Like, what the fuck? Like when the moon hits your fucking eye, like a big fucking chunk of pie. Like it's huge. Like there's like it's. like, there's so much love everywhere that even the yucky stuff that's trying to, like, say, like, I'm grabbing you and bringing you under, bitch. It's like, fuck no, I'm Superwoman. You can't hold me down. Like, there's, like, fucking love leaking from me. Can you fucking grab it? Like, here. Psh, psh, psh. Take it, my pretties. Saturnian Sun, I am in resistance. I know. And if anyone should not, or should, or could, or no. Assess what's in front of you is so beautiful. It's everything you didn't get. You got the chance to not do it the yucky way, and it felt like you never had it. And now you're going to get the chance to do it the awesome way that you waited forever to have. Forever. And I'm sorry when I say the term master builder. That is one of my things that I made up. But you are a master builder, SS. And what is in front of you when you let go of resistance is pivotal for the all. And the edginess before is me thinking, should I just go get my cards and have an image speak out to him? But I chose to use my words instead. Angelfish. Agony. Venus is influencing the moon, making it brighter than usual for us this lunar phase. Exactly. And if I remember correctly, Venus is of love, correct? I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, at your desire. So, the worthiness, yeah, it's time. The last of those lack of self-worth wounds and that I don't deserve this need to go. Need to go. It was never about killing your ego, it was about loving it. It was about loving your whole self. And that merge with your whole self, I don't care that half the world or a quarter of the world right now throws around the word 144. If you are of the 144, you know that within it's go time. And it is not about, you don't have the chance. It's done. The licking the wounds, nothing serves you anymore. It doesn't matter everything that you've ever done that is the same as usual. Is it serving you in your daily life right now? If it is, then I'm full of shit. Or you're not who you think you are. Because I know. Numbers don't lie. 72 and 72 coming together to make 144. And encoded in what I'm saying, if your soul is a part of that, wake up. Yeah?
I'm going up Lake sure. Is there anything you want up there?
No, thank you. If you want to bring me a coffee, I'm going to just go talk at the door. That'll be rude. Guys, talk amongst yourselves while you look out my window that you can't see. Oh, shoot. What did you say? Sorry, I'm busy on
I'm
the
going
phone.
up Lakeshore. Did you want anything?
I don't need anything, but if you want to grab me a coffee on the way home,
Oh yeah,
I'll be happy.
I always do that.
Thank you.
What else? My kitty's outside,
Okay.
and I'm sure she's okay.
But if she wants to come in, I'll let her in.
See, I want to go to Dollarama. I want to go to Ecotrex, and I was going to go to Home Hardware, but they don't have what I want.
Okay.
Some other place that I go. Doesn't matter.
Okay, hang on a second.
So you sure there's nothing they wanted? Oh, did you mail that letter?
No, I haven't gone out yet. Do you want it back?
Yeah, I can mail that.
Are you sure? Okay, if ever you don't want to get out of the car another time, I'll do it later. I just haven't gone out. And here, put this in your pocket. It's green for good luck. You're going to have fun.
It's what?
It's green for good luck. Put it in your pocket. You're going to have fun.
What kind of fun?
You're going to go smile at people, and you're going to go have fun.
I never smile.
Yeah, right. Have fun.
Okay.
Bye.
You sure there's nothing up there?
I'm sure I don't need anything. Thank you, Jim.
Okay, well, if you think my kitty wants in, just,
Yeah, I will. I'll let her in if she
my
needs it.
door's open, so just,
Okay.
I don't know.
I got her back. It's good. Have fun. No, thank you. I gotta go. I was busy. Thank you, though. Whoa. Excuse me. He doesn't go out very often. And I went and did his groceries for him yesterday, and I guess just something's popping inside. He needs to go do some stuff. So G's going out. Like, in places. For like the first time in a long time, he just usually has me or someone else do stuff. And this is the day that he's decided to go places. So I gave him like a good luck little thing. And let's hope he has a good time and he can make himself feel good. Angelfish. It says, well, so far ain't been easy for sure, but you hear the car start? Ooh. That was necessary for evolutionary changes. Saturnian Sun Angelfish. This does explain why moon videos have been so prominent in the last few days. Though, yeah, this is assess whether this is like the event or not. There's 3 eclipses in a row, and the dates, the numbers of them, the dates of them. There's so much, and you know, you can look everywhere, or you can look from within for what you need for what's going through right now. But hi, Nova. How you doing, sweetie? Hi, Michelle K. I just need a second. That got me like so emotional and just like so proud of him for going to do things, and I wasn't expecting that, and just needing a second of like Mama Bear proud of her baby cub. Yeah, I know he's like 75, but I'm still here in Mama Bear mode for him. And yeah. I swear to fuck. I couldn't make this shit up of, like, even if I tried. It's fucked. I'm just scrolling through your guys' highs and stuff. Hellos. Feeling pain, Michelle, today in your body? I have no pain. I don't know. I thought I have been manifesting my menstruation within a time frame of when I want it. And yes, it was clear that it was going to be at the full moon. But it clicked inside me and out yesterday. And there's no pain. None. Alex says, I think the earth is round too, SS. So itchy everywhere right now. Like tickled. KKVV, I know what you mean. I feel that about myself, but cannot be put into words. Inexpressible indeed. Yeah, KK. KK, I can't breathe anymore in my apartment because there's construction workers that covered up my windows with tape. I don't even know why or what they're doing. Can you go ask someone? I'm not the kind to just not ask and then ask for a timeline. How long does this have to be there, right? Oh, Michelle K, thanks for sharing that. My son's name is Rogan Dimitri. That's beautiful. I love that name. Michelle, I wish I can change my name to Shelly. Do it. Why not? It's in there. People call me Shelly all the time. Well, not really and not for long. It doesn't suit me and actually doesn't happen often. I'm called Mike more than Shelly or Mitch. Because Michelle is the commoner name that I use, I do say Michelle Genevieve, and leave the option up to whomever I meet to use either or. Yeah, if you want to be called Shelly, just tell your people that. Saturnian sun. Alex, it just makes sense. All other planets are globes, but the Earth is flat. It seems kind of egotistical to think this one and only is flat, but so be it. But that's just it. Do I believe in everything about all the other planets? Right? Johnny Apple Shred. Love is equally as sweet and loving as it is brutally the opposite. It's fire. Yeah. Okay, Michelle names hold a certain frequency of our souls. Yep. Yep. And it's a whole Michael thing. Michael, Miguel, anything, that frequency for me. There's a reason for our names, and it's not just in the whole, like, the syllables. Not just for that way that people want to say that it's not about being creepy. It's about the syllable and we planned our own names, right? Depending on what your belief is about what you've actually I don't know, I assume full responsibility for like myself in this like avatar, but I also like really consciously believe I planned every single thing down to my name, right? Down to my birthmarks. There's a reason I have certain birthmarks in certain places. I might not have found that reason yet. There's a reason I got my tattoos. The symbols that they have, the meanings. Michelle, I wanted him to be called Dimitri, but now we call him only by Rogan. Michelle K, did she scare you too? Damn, eh? Saturnian Sun, damn, she startled me. Right on. Alex says the first boo. Bravo, Lily Rose. It's been a while, eh? She has not come in a while. Michelle K says, I scare easily. Dude, me too. She's scared me before where I'm trying not to cry and explaining to her, like, oh man, you can't do that again right now. Or, like, especially because of certain circumstances, like, you're dealing with, like, this thing that's like a, and then your kid comes and scares you, and it's like, this is not the time. But that was awesome, Johnny Apple Shreds. Saturnian Sun nerve endings. On the last nerve ending, yeah, that kid is constantly jumping on my last nerve and then bouncing right to the love one. Whee! I'm bouncing on the last one and poof! To the cute. I'm okay, I'm done. KK, so adorable. Oh my goodness. I'll tell her she scored. She scores. Yay. One for Lily Rose. Agree, SS, but one question, why the heck is the moon not spinning? Hey, that way, good rising, just woke up, 11:11. SS, I saw the 144 code. Saturnian Sun, acting does no good. Don't act. Be real for sure. I don't know. It really is about, like, what do you... I don't know. Alex says, hey, that way you missed Lily Rose, the first boo. Johnny Apple Shreds underneath says, now that's profound, but I have no idea what was profound at the time. Agony and Gethsemane, wow, a fertility moon. Indeed. That way, man, I slept the whole morning away. Angelfish, Venus is love, abundance, beauty, giving. Witch Moon, hi sweetie. How you doing? Yeah, there's so many one-liners on there. I don't know how, like, in between you guys saying hello. I'm not quite sure how to. Oh, do I have it? It should be right here. Should be right here. I'm a mess, but I know where my stuff is. This is the moon I was born under. That's my birth moon. Cool, eh? My sister was at a craft type of show, whatever, where people sell hand, like real creations. And anyways, and that's my birth moon from January 7th, 1972. According to history that you can find on the internet. Witch Moon 7-3. I just wanted to say hi. I just came back from the cardiologist. Had to check my stats. Not good news. Don't want to talk about it. Need to lay down. Love you all and just wanted to say hey. I love you, Angie. Take as much, if not more, credibility from what comes to you in your dreams when you lay down than what you got at the doctor, okay? There's a lot to be said for what's going on behind the scenes, and that won't be told by a doctor. Angelfish says, I was born under a very, very new moon. I'm not sure if you're joking about butts or if you were born under a new moon. Witch Moon, I love you all so much. I love you too, sweetie. Me love you too. So much. Saturnian Sun says new moon is invisible. Angelfish says, we love the darkness new moon brings. It's beautiful. Angelfish, I also see way better in the dark. Yeah. It's easier. It's more comfortable to be in darkness than under street lamps. And I get it. Saturnian Sun, some are born under the tropic, half even. I don't know and do those things. I was born in a hospital in a copper town. That's about all I know. My dad says there was a snowstorm and there was a quarantine and he couldn't get in, so he broke through a window. I always wondered, though, why I was born where I was born. And when I went to look at stuff, I really do wonder to what point it's because of the elements, the copper and other, but especially the copper. And to what point, like, all the Nipissing, the Sudbury, the land, what's under me, that keeps me here. Yeah, if you want to stay in and just listen, for sure, Angie. I love you, sweetie. Priya Warrior Princess, hey, sweetie, how you doing? Agony says, Cyclops is a night vision instrument. Yeah, I can see in the dark. $14.22, she's tearing up. Much love to Genevieve. Because of G. Oh man, he put on his big boy pants and there's something inside him that for me to tell him to put, it's a green piece of sea glass that's not from the sea. Do you guys remember that one of the last Walking the Beach videos where I was rambling and then I was like, doing a video talking and then syncing with the baby nipple on the beach at the same time as I was saying we're allowed to have hissy fits, and then finding a baby nipple bottle top right after, like, and like showing it and saying, like, see, I just said, like, we are allowed to have a hissy fit. It's just not supposed to last all, you know, an eternity, and it's not supposed to hurt others per se, but you gotta get it out, and it is not always pretty. And for me to give him something, just, and that little look in his eye of menstruation, blood moon. Oh, I called it. Well, first of all, yeah, but if there's any time for anyone to embrace that part of the gift that we have as the feminine, it is right now. It is an eclipse as well. Like, I mean, this, there's a reason for how and why I came in, and the ecstatic and the wholeness that I feel. Sus, gotta go. Be good to yourselves and each other. Bye, Sus. Have a good day. I'm good at being silly, he says. Love y'all. Right on. Johnny Appleshred says, I'm gonna head for a bike ride. Cannot resist. No kidding. I'm right in the middle of the day. I get it. Love, honor, and gratitude to you all. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, Evan. That way, my mom used to always call me silly. I thought it was my name for a while. Bridget says, oh, that way, that's cute. I was 3 when I realized my mom's name wasn't Mom. Yeah. When my daughter, Amy, was in kindergarten, there was a activity where parents came and read a story out loud at school. And I remember telling my daughter, I was like, I don't read aloud in French very often. This is going to be hard for me. And she's like, it's okay, Mom. I'll make sure everybody knows you speak English. I forget if she was 5 or 6. We live in Quebec. I already know the teacher. Everybody knows each other. There's only like 10 kids in her class. And it's okay, Mom. I'll make sure everybody knows you speak English more, as much as French, so nobody laughs at you. Thanks, baby girl. So I walk into the classroom and everybody says, hi, Mom, hi, Mom. And I'm like, I look at the teacher, I was like, are they this kind? And do they greet everyone as Mom? And she's like, no, actually, they call other moms by their names, but Amy said that you don't like to be called by your name. You have to be called Mom. And I was like, oh, well, that's just something I've told Samuel and Amy, that I'm not the kind of mom that they can call by my name. They're the only 2 people in the whole wide world who get the privilege of calling me Mom, so they must call me that whether they want to or not, no matter how old they are. And at this time, it was 5 and 8, so it was very malleable, and it was still my choice. And I was like, I had just told Amy, her can't call me Michelle. The whole other class can call me Michelle. And then I sat down and she handed me the book. I didn't get to choose my own book. And in French, in Quebec, we speak a certain way with slang, but children's books are written in, Francophone, French, correct grammar. So yeah, the story time was fun. Let's just say it was fun. The teacher helped me with a lot of words. Because this was also like in my being back to Quebec for only a certain amount of time, integrating myself into French written as well, and just, it was funny. What mom goes to read a story at school and stutters and needs help from the teacher. And when I told my ex-husband at the time, he's like, how did it go? I said, I stuttered the whole way through. I can't really read the same way in French out loud as I can in English. And he's like, well, you probably did better than me, because he always had that wound of I can't read. And I was like, actually, we probably would have tag teamed it the same way. Maybe you would have known the words I couldn't figure out because they were just so chunky in French, and you went to school in French, but we don't use these words here the way we speak, right? So it's funny. Hey, Capricornus. I used to be called a fool. Tell ya, I've been called everything. Hey, Morpheus. Good to see you, sis. Dude, I've been thinking about you, like, big time. Big time. How you doing? Sorry, that hair is like... Alex says that way. I thought my name was shut up. I know they're jokes, but you see where we need to go as a collective with our children. KK says, what's up, Morpheus? Haven't seen you in a long time. I know Morpheus had a vid out this week, I believe it was. It wasn't very long ago. I put it in my watch later, and I never got to it. So I did see your name at least the one time when I saw your video pop up, Morpheus, but I've just been thinking about you in the, the bro kind of way. Bridget says, Alex says, hey, Bridget, all my life I thought air was free until I bought a bag of chips. Which moon? Peaches or peachy? Aw, thanks for saying that. Even if Jen isn't here, you just brought her in just by saying that. Peach is one of our biggest synchronicities. Because she's in Georgia, it's like just a thing that, yeah, it's just a thing. Alex, life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. No kidding. I'm on my way to not being able to smile then. Someday I shall not be able to smile. I will have no teeth. KK. Angie, peaches are yummy. Nectarines taste like honey. We're going fruity. We've hit the Fruit Loop, people. Fruit fucking loops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Did I say fucking in there? Why? Why do I gotta throw fucking in there? Because I can. It was 14:44 during all that fruit talk. Bridget says, I smile so much that I have some wrinkles. It's good for me even when I don't feel like it. I got wrinkles probably everywhere. I don't know. I don't really notice in a way. And when I am really, like, I don't know. Can you see? Like, it makes me feel catty. I don't know. Can you see? 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 It's like my whiskers. Like my ear whisker things. It makes me feel catty and dragony. So that's how I'm wrapping my spin around how I feel about my body changing, evolving at any time. And, yeah. Just gotta feel more like happiness. Alex says, I have teeth from the store. Right on. $129 I've been on. Bridget says, I'd still smile even if all my teeth fell out. think I've stalled, people. Gone and done it. Oh, Morpheus, thank you. At Genevieve, I've been watching a lot of your content lately. I absolutely love learning from you. Watch my latest vids. Very, very interesting. The one about Judith Resnick. It depends. I understand. I have to stay away from certain things, Morpheus. I need to keep myself on the fifth month on a bigger perspective and not look at individual like things, certain things that are going on. Because I have dipped in lately just to check things, and I leak. Because it's all just stories that have to pass through in a way, right? And yeah, if you've been watching me, then for no wonder I'm feeling you so much too, eh? But I have to focus on the magic and the imagination part of it. The shit show doesn't need my energy to focus on anything. But I am going to go check it out just in case like if it resonates and says like, no, you need to watch it, because there are things I'm realizing I need the awareness, because it pivots me to help forgive, for they know not what they do, basically. The slap in the face of how, holy fuck, like, okay, that's why, that this is happening, so that's why this. But on an overall higher perspective of it, it is all just a shit show that's playing itself out, and the less energy focused on anything just can only help the timeline that I want to bring in. I don't want to be in this void. I don't want to live the steps of certain things. I don't consent to, I'm not in the timeline. I'm only like looking at them, but it's still a part of reality that's playing out that way. Says everyone here is calling me Mountain Man now. Where is here? Did you relocate? And why are they calling you Mountain Man? Do you go in the mountains often? Or is it just because you're hairy and people associate hair with mountains? Because that makes no sense either. Just wondering. Yeah, Morpheus. Bridget says, Alex says, leave a comment somewhere, Morpheus, so he can subscribe to your channel. I'll try to remember. I'll link you a vid. David Bentley, how about propeller head beanie copters? What does that mean? And just so you know, before you write anything more, I came into this live stream, the first 5 minutes is me describing how I love helicopters and how the helicopter sightings that I'm having right now are my synchronicities to understand what's going on a higher level. They're the things I plan to see so that I can feel secure that the shit show is going on. It is, but these synchronicities and things that I need to see to show me what my next click 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 steps are. David Bentley, don't touch yourself there, haha. Okay, I'm not sure where that is either. Alex says that way. At least you have the beard that way. gonna leave it at that, guys. And thank you, David. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and it's another see you on the flip side day.